Indiana Fever superstar Caitlin Clark has been named Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year. So the award, which has been distributed since 2019, Clark becomes the first WNBA player to ever win this award.
Instant karma strikes Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed queen of college basketball drama. This comes after Caitlin Clark, the same player Angel taunted during the NCAA championship game, won the Athlete of the Year award. Amber Ryken wrote an article discussing how Caitlin addressed her rivalry with Angel Reese after receiving the prestigious title.
When I started my last college season and not knowing if that would actually be my last season, whether I was deciding to come back to college or turn pro, and now sitting here like I'm done with my first professional season and so much has happened, and whether it was making the national championship game or getting the Fever back to the playoffs since 2016.
It all began during the NCAA championship when Angel Reese made sure the spotlight was on her by taunting Caitlin Clark in an over-the-top way. From finger-waving to pointing at her ring, Reese turned what should have been a celebration of her team's victory into her own viral moment.
But the fact that that's the very first WNBA player to ever win Time Magazine Athlete of the Year is pretty special.
Months later, here we are, and Caitlin Clark is walking away with the recognition that really counts, Athlete of the Year. This isn't just a participation award, it's a clear statement that she was the best, period. While Angel Reese has her championship ring, Caitlin now has something even more powerful, universal respect.
I don't think I'm surprised. I'm curious to know who the other candidates were.
I'm not really surprised, but I do wonder who the other candidates were. It's not that Angel Reese wasn't great this season. Her stats were impressive, and her impact was clear. But Caitlin Clark is in a league of her own. She doesn't just score points. She controls the game. Her court vision, pinpoint assists, and ability to sink three-pointers from ridiculous distances make her impossible to ignore. Caitlin's dominance wasn't about flashy moves. It was about skill, consistency, and poise.
I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege. A lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. This league has kind of been built on them. The more we can appreciate that, highlight that, talk about that, and then you continue to have brands and companies invest in those players that have made this league incredible, I think it's very important. I have to continue to try to change that. The more we can elevate black women, that's going to be a beautiful thing.
Let's be honest, this isn't a surprise. Caitlin's performance throughout the season made her the obvious choice for the award. She averaged over 27 points per game and practically carried her team, even in tough losses. Caitlin's skills shined on their own, making her the clear star. On the other hand, Angel Reese often makes headlines not just for her on-court talent, but for her theatrics. When people think of Angel, they don't immediately think about her rebounds or defense. Instead, they remember her now famous taunt. That's the difference. Caitlin didn't need drama to stay in the spotlight. Her game spoke for itself. Angel, however, seemed to rely as much on controversy as she did on her skills. While that might get attention online, it doesn't win the respect of the larger sports world. Social media didn't hold back on the news. The comments were harsh. One tweet said, "Angel Reese did all that finger-pointing just to watch Caitlin Clark take the crown." Another added, "Guess Caitlin didn't need a ring taunt to prove she's the best." The memes? Brutal. Angel's fans might try to defend her, but for many, the story feels set.
I would say I really love those.
Caitlin Clark being named Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year isn't just a win for her, it's a big moment for the league. Her record-breaking season brought a lot of attention to women's basketball, and this recognition feels well-deserved. As for Angel Reese, she's been unusually quiet so far. You have to wonder if she's working on a response, trying to find the right words to downplay Caitlin's win without coming across as bitter. Subtlety isn't usually Angel's style, but maybe she knows there's not much she can say this time. This isn't just another online debate. It's Caitlin Clark being celebrated as the best in the game. Some of Angel's fans are upset, claiming bias and reviving debates about double standards and race. But let's be real, Caitlin Clark earned this. It's not about favoritism or politics, it's about performance. Caitlin showed up game after game, and the world noticed.
No, I think it's great, not just for her. I think it's great for the league.
Yeah.
Right? Like everybody talked about the recognition that she brought to the W this season. So for her to be Time Magazine Athlete of the Year, I think it's really great for the league.
Let's keep it simple. After the NCAA championship, Angel Reese tried to remind everyone it's a team game, pointing out LSU's victory. But individual talent still matters, and Caitlin Clark's contributions were undeniable. This award doesn't take away from LSU's win. It just recognizes Caitlin as the standout player of the season. What's made this moment even better is Caitlin's response. She hasn't gloated, taunted, or even addressed Angel's antics from months ago. She's stayed humble and let her game speak for itself. That grace only makes her win more deserving. While Angel focused on grabbing attention with her theatrics, Caitlin focused on what mattered. Basketball, Angel Reese is talented, no doubt, but there's a big difference between being a good player and being a generational talent. Caitlin Clark is the kind of athlete people will talk about for years. Her precision, ability to dominate under pressure, and quiet confidence set her apart. Angel's viral moments may have brought her short-term fame, but Caitlin's achievements are building a legacy. This whole situation feels like a lesson in what really matters. Caitlin didn't need drama or flashy gestures, just her skills and hard work. Angel might turn this into another drama-filled moment, but at the end of the day, Caitlin is the one walking away with the accolades and respect that lasts. Angel's fans may cry foul or talk about bias, but the truth is simple. Caitlin Clark earned this. She's not just a great player, she's becoming a cultural icon. Meanwhile, Angel is still tied to that one championship game and her infamous taunts. The takeaway? Actions speak louder than words or theatrics. Caitlin Clark is proving that talent, hard work, and humility are what truly make a lasting impact. For Angel Reese, this is a tough but valuable reminder that lasting respect isn't earned through drama, it's earned through greatness.